Good evening and welcome to the vlog. I just wanted to give you a quick update. It's already really late, but I took the day quite easy, to be honest. I'm gonna tell you why in a bit, but I read a little bit more of Night Shift. I'm now at page 204, so like, yeah, not quite in the middle. But yeah, I couldn't read that much in the morning. I had to edit my vlog, which took quite some time because it was a little bit long, but you know. And then I also think I'm having a tendonitis in my wrist, which hurts quite a bit. So yeah, it hurts holding a book, sadly. So I can't read for like long periods of time because it's hurting too much. And yeah, because it's a holiday here, obviously I can't go to a doctor, because I don't want to go to the hospital. It's not serious enough for that, you know, but yeah, it's hurting. And so reading is a bit of a chore at the moment, but I will try to read some more. Not today, tomorrow, but yeah, I will now continue listening to The Lord of the Rings. Hopefully I can finish it today, that would be nice, because that I can do, and then I can puzzle only with like my right hand and kind of like rest my left hand, so hopefully the pain will stop. But yeah, it's a little bit annoying. I have no idea why I have it, but yeah, I just wanted to start the vlog. I didn't want to whine on here, but you know, it's kind of annoying. So yeah, hopefully I will finish The Lord of the Rings today, and then I will tell you more about Night Shift tomorrow. Because I hope I will read quite a bit tomorrow of it, but we'll see how it goes, you know. But yeah. Hi, so it is late evening on Monday. I just finished recording my video for Wednesday. I wanted to do it whilst it was still light outside, but I'm struggling today. My wrist is really hurting. Just moving it hurts, so yeah, it sucks, to be honest. Yeah, because today is a holiday, I couldn't go to a doctor, so I will have to go tomorrow. But yeah, that kind of hindered me doing stuff because I wanted to just sit around and do things that didn't involve moving my wrist. But yeah, I finally recorded the video so I can edit it tomorrow and upload it for Wednesday. Also, I did quite a bit of reading in the morning today. I'm 400 pages into Night Shift, which meant I've read pretty much 200 pages today already. I wanted to finish it today because it's only like 80 pages left, but let's be honest, my wrist is hurting. I don't want to hold a book for the next 2 hours or so, so I'm gonna search for a new audiobook because, also forgot saying that, but I finished The Lord of the Rings Part 2, which is The Two Towers, and oh, it was so good. 5 stars, loved it. But yeah, so I need to look for a new audiobook, and then I will probably listen to that, do some puzzling because I only need one hand for that, and then finish Night Shift tomorrow morning when I will hopefully feel a little bit better. But yeah, maybe I will finish it while waiting at the doctor's office, you know, but yeah, the wrist thing really sucks because if you ever, I mean, probably most of you have, but when you have like this persistent pain that you sometimes forget because it only happens when you move something, so you forget you have pain and then you just make a quick movement to fix your hair or something and really hurts. That is what I had all day. Like, when my wrist rests on something, the pain vanishes, and then once I move it, the pain is there again and really annoys me. So yeah, I'm sorry for venting on here, but you know, I get really annoyed with pain, and I have yeah, it happens too often. But yeah, so I sadly can't listen to The Return of the King, like the third Lord of the Rings novel, because it's not available at my library at the moment, so I have to search for something else, which I will do now, and then I will tell you tomorrow, because I won't pick the camera up again once I finish this clip, to be honest. I also have to like clean up the books I put out for filming the video. But yeah, I will finish Night Shift tomorrow then. And I'm fine with that. You know, I've read so many books this month, which is like a really great thing. I had so much time to read that I now need to turn down like my reading a little bit again, because also I have to start working again next week, so I won't have the time to read as much, and we'll see what I pick up, and I will see you in the morning. You know, I'm really tired, sorry. Good evening. I wanted to talk to you way earlier today, but yeah, I went to the doctor. My wrist is now bandaged up. I did, well, sprain it, I think is the word for it. But yeah, I have, let me look up the word. Yeah, I have some inflammation on my wrist. And yeah, I had to get it bandaged up. It sucks. So I spent my morning at the doctor, because as like an acute case, without an appointment, it takes quite some time to get into the doctor, but they have to take you in. So yeah, took me forever, but yeah, I have now some medication and stuff. I didn't have to pay anything. Thumbs up for German healthcare. And yeah, it's still hurting, but hopefully the medicine will help, and yeah, I will be able to do more with my left hand again. But yeah, so I didn't do a lot of reading today. But I did finish Night Shift. I gave it 4 stars. To be honest, I think there were some really good short stories in here, and there were some quite average short stories in here, which is why I like kind of came to 4 stars. I really loved the 2 stories which are connected with Salem's Lot. And also I'm quite happy that I'm now finally read, let me look the title, Children of the Corn, which is in here. I haven't watched the movie, I'm not a horror movie person, so I'm actually afraid to watch the movie. So I'm happy that I now finally know the story and can talk about it with my partner, because he actually likes the movie quite a bit. But yeah, really enjoyed it. If you are in the mood for some short horror stories and you haven't read those yet, you definitely should. I really recommend these. They are quite fun. And then I also started a new audiobook, and to be honest, it's quite a random choice, because I needed something to listen to yesterday, and I just didn't have the nerve to look for something specific that I would like, and so I started listening to the book How To. I have to put the author of the name of the author somewhere here, but yeah, it's kind of like one of those non-fiction questions answered book where the author asks himself a lot of questions, like how to dig a grave, and then he explains it unnecessarily complex. And yeah, I think those books are fun for like just listening to get myself distracted from pain, for example. So yeah, we'll continue to listen to that in a minute. I started to read a new book, but I will stop it directly. I don't have it here. I think it's lying still in my bag that I took to the doctor, but I did start the oh, I need to look it up. Yeah, I did start A Scanner Darkly by Philip K. Dick, but to be honest, it's too full of scientific jargon at the beginning, and I'm really not in headspace to read that right now. So I will stop it directly. Like, I started at the doctor's office to have something to do, but yeah, I am not in the mood for that. So I put it back on my shelves. I still have to pick a new one, which I could do right now, to be honest. Oh yeah, you know what I will pick and start tomorrow? I will start Poster Girl. Because I think the premise is really interesting, having like this regime that was overthrown, but that was known for like pretty much they implanted like a lens into everyone's eyes, and so they could pretty much see everything people were doing. And so they were overthrown, and their poster girl landed in jail because as a poster girl she helped the regime, and she gets a deal where she has to find a girl who's in trouble in exchange for her freedom. And so yeah, that sounds really interesting. It's post-apocalyptic, which I love. So I will start this one tomorrow morning. But yeah, tonight I will only do some puzzling and listen to my audiobook. I need something to wind down to, and something I can do with one hand, you know. And yeah. Other than that, it was quite a chill day. I did some gaming with my partner together. We played the Dark Pictures Anthology, I think it's called, and we played the second one, so Little Hope, I think it's called, which it's a really buggy game, but it was kind of funny to play together, so it was fine. But yeah, I enjoy spending time with my partner doing like gaming together, and so it was nice to get to do that. And yeah, I will do some puzzling now, and I will then check in with you tomorrow morning, hopefully having read a good chunk of Poster Girl. Good morning. Well, it's midday already. Yeah, I kind of had a slow start to the morning. But I did get a lot of reading done. Yesterday I listened quite a bit more to the audiobook How To, which it's quite a funny book, to be honest. It's just things I didn't want to know, but now I know. Yeah, I don't know. I think these like non-fiction books who are just answering questions in funny ways, I don't know. I think they're funny for in between, and so I don't mind it, but it's not a book to talk about, you know? And then I started Poster Girl, which I showed you yesterday, which really love those hardcovers that have the foil embossing on them. But yeah, I'm really loving it. I'm 170 pages in, so I have like 90 pages left. It's a really, really interesting book. I don't know if I told you yesterday, but the book is about pretty much, we have a girl who sat down for a poster of the regime she lived in when she was like 16, 17. And the regime made everyone wear like an iris lens, which they could like watch everything. And if you did a good thing, you got points, and if you did a bad thing, they deducted points, and pretty much the points were the currency of the society. So, and the regime was toppled, and all of the people who didn't die during the riot but were pretty high up in the regime were put into this like prison. It's like a city in a city, prison style, and yeah, she's also there. And at some point they let out everyone who was under 16 when the regime was toppled, because the people are saying they were children, they didn't know what they did. Yeah, and she was sadly already 17 at the point. And so yeah, she's 10 years. She already lives at the compound, and then they come to her with like an opportunity to get out if she helps to find a girl, because under the regime you had to petition to have more than one child, pretty much like the one-child policy in China. And the people who did have a second child when they were found out, the second child was taken and put into families who wanted to adopt children. And they could reunite all of those children with their parents, except for one, where they just simply cannot find the child. And so she gets this deal and she takes it in the end. And it's really, really interesting because she lived through the regime. She was born into that regime, and so all of the rules are really ingrained into her, and she still kind of thinks in this point system. And seeing her evolve around the book, like, she gets to know more about what really was going on whilst the old regime was there, and she also is like really skeptical about the new regime, which also isn't really that much better. It still like has a lot of problems. So yeah, so it's really, really interesting, and I will continue tomorrow, but I will now film a video. I really want to film next week's video for Wednesday to already have it done, because I have to go back to work next week, and so filming the Wednesday video a week in advance is kind of nice. So what I will now do is film my TBR for January of 2023, which is quite nice. I will do 7 books, but yeah, I still need to look how I can like screen record my tablet. I don't know how that works, but yeah, I would like to do that because I made like one of those real spinny things for my TBR, and yeah, I will do that now. And yeah, I will probably finish my audiobook today in the evening, and then I will yeah, probably talk to you again in the evening, or maybe tomorrow. Like this week I it's the last week of my vacation, and like, time is kind of getting away from me, to be honest. Also, yeah, my hand is still bandaged up. I will take it off after cleaning today, because I think having the extra support there is good whilst I'm cleaning. And yeah, I also don't do well with the medicine I was given, but well, I don't really have a choice but taking it, so yeah, hopefully it will go away quite quickly. But yeah, I will see you a little bit later on. Hi, it's already afternoon. Today is just not my day, to be honest, but I did really want to check in. Yeah, I don't know. I started a new audiobook yesterday. It's... Wait, what did I start? I think I started an Agatha Christie audiobook. I would have to look up the title. Let me quickly do that. I just listened to 20 minutes or so, so I'm not that far in. So yeah, it's called The Labors of Hercules, which is a Hercule Poirot story. Pretty much before he goes into retirement, he wants to do 10 more cases, and they start with that one. So I haven't gotten really far into it, so I can't tell you anything about it. But I did finish a book. I finished Poster Girl. I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. I don't know if you maybe would view it differently if you read other books by Victoria Roth, which I just found out that she wrote the Divergent series. I have watched the first movie, have never read one of the books, because someone spoiled me the ending, and I hated the thought of our main character not surviving, so I stopped watching the films or reading the novels. I don't know, if they're still good, maybe tell me, so I might just do continue them if they're worth it. But yeah, I was really annoyed at that, so yeah. But this one, I think, I don't know, I really enjoyed it. The main character has like a really, really young voice, and she feels really, really young, even though she is pretty much mid to end 20s in the book. But for me that makes sense, because when the regime gets toppled, she's 17 and she gets put into this housing prison thing, and she is there for 10 years, so she's 27. at the beginning of the book. And so the thing is, she never really got to live like real life, and I kind of feel like she's stuck in her 17-year self's mind a little bit, even though she does learn new things and, I don't know, takes time to learn stuff and further herself, but I still feel like she's a little bit stuck, and that shifts throughout the book. So I think that's totally fine, because I saw that as like a critique point, but for me that isn't. I think it's not solid enough for 5 stars, which is why I gave it 4 stars, but I really like the ending. I really like all the learning our main character does, because she does realizes a lot of things and she doesn't take them lightly. Let's just put it like that. And yeah, I really, really loved it. I would recommend it if you want like a really short dystopian book that is actually adult but reads a little bit like really, really like young adult layover-ish, if you get what I mean, you know? But yeah, I'm happy that I've read it, I'm happy that I've got it, and I really like the edition, so I'm happy all around. I haven't picked up a new book yet. I don't know if I will for the last days of December, just because we have friends coming around for Sylvester, for the New Year. Sorry, it's called Sylvester in Germany. For the New Year, and they're staying here, so I have to make my library into like a guest room for that. So yeah, I have to do a little bit of rearranging, and filming might not be possible. So yeah, I don't know if I will do much reading. I mean, I probably will if I know myself. But yeah, I haven't picked anything yet, and at the moment I'm not in the right mind to pick a book, let's be honest. Simply because I did some editing this morning. It went quite well. I still have to finish that editing, but I will do that tomorrow. And then we went out because we had to pick up an air mattress for our guests who are staying here, because I obviously don't have a bed in this room. And on our way back, our dog got attacked by another dog, which he's fine, he's totally fine. He's lying there and looking at me right now because he wants to sleep and I'm annoying him. But yeah, he got attacked and I went between the dogs, and the other dog, who was like, well, he was pretty much the same size as our dog, but he was a black German Shepherd, and he just wiped me off my feet, and now I have my arm is hurting there because I landed on my elbow and on my ass pretty much. But yeah, he only got the collar of our dog, thankfully. So nothing happened except for a few bruises on my part, but I'm fine with that as long as my dog's fine. But yeah, that really rattled me, and I'm still a little bit upset and not quite myself, to be honest, just because it was really scarring how fast that dog, like, there was a teen on the leash, you know? And I'm personally not the biggest fan of teens holding big dogs, just because they don't really know the consequences, you know? And the dog only had a collar, and our dog always walks with a harness, just because it's safer, to be honest. And the dog went for our dog and he pulled him back, and in pulling him back the dog flipped around and landed so that he could slip out of the collar, and then he was free and running to our dog. And that was like the speed with which the dog can attack, you know, it's, I don't know. I'm still really shook up about it, to be honest. But yeah, so that is the reason that I probably won't pick up a book today, because I'm just really not, I don't know, I'm not calm enough to pick up a book anytime soon. So I will try to like busy myself with cleaning and getting this room ready probably. And yeah, so might be that I won't check in today again. I will try to, but yeah, my day isn't going that great. My wrist is feeling slightly better, which is why I took the bandage off. But I'm absolutely not, I just can't do the medicine for it. I have stomach problems, and the medicine is making it way worse, so I can't take it anymore. And I have to wait a full day before I can take the different medicine, because you aren't allowed to mix those. So yeah, I'm now a day without medicine, and now not only is my wrist hurting, but my elbow on the side is also hurting, and my waist where I fell on the ground, you know. So I hate it. I don't want to whine on here, you know, but that's what's happening, and it's not a good day, you know. And I want to have good days. I hate having bad days. But yeah, I'm just happy that my dog is fine, and my dog is from Spain. Like, he is a rescue dog, and I'm so glad that I have him. He didn't even know that the other dog was doing something bad. He didn't react at all to the dog, which I'm so glad about, because it wasn't a dog fight. It was one dog trying to bite another, and the other just standing there not knowing what is happening, which I'm so glad about, because I don't want my dog to have to live through stuff like that. And so yeah, he's totally fine. Me, not so much, but at least he's fine. And yeah, at least the other owner also, like the teen, was really nice, and he kept asking if I'm okay. And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. Your dog just barreled me to the ground and tried to hurt our dog, but yeah, other than that, I'm fine. But yeah, that's why I haven't checked in, because it's now, I don't know, nearly 2 hours ago that it happened, and I'm still showing up about it. It's my first time that something so bad happened, that the other dog actually got our dog. Other than that, we only had like aggressive dogs like coming too near us and stuff. But yeah, I'm really having a problem with dog owners here. Like, the people are nice, but a lot of people here tend to not realize that they have to like take the responsibility for what their pet is doing, and we have a lot of problems with aggressive dogs on leashes here that aren't being trained properly to not react to other dogs, and it's a really annoying thing. My dog, he doesn't react to other dogs on leashes, except for if he hasn't played with another dog for a long time. We go to the dog park every day, but you know, sometimes there isn't another dog there, and we aren't allowed to own a second dog, so we have to go to the dog park for the interaction. But yeah, my dog would never growl at another dog on the leash, you know, because he shouldn't do that. You should train your dog to do that, and yeah, it's a big problem here. So yeah, I hope I didn't bore you out of your mind with that, but I had to kind of get it off of my chest. You know, I think that might have calmed me down a little bit, and yeah. I'm now gonna do some cleanup in the kitchen. I just took our Christmas tree down because we needed the space. If people are coming around, our living room isn't the largest, and so yeah, I took that down, and I'm now gonna clean up a little bit more of the living room and kitchen, and then I don't know. I hope I will. Well, I don't know if I have anything to talk about if I talk to you later on, but we'll see, you know. Also, with like Poster Girl, I've read now 19 books this month, which is by far my best month ever. So yeah, that's quite nice. So I'm not in a hurry, to be honest, to like wrench another book in there. But yeah, I might see what I'm in the mood for, and then I will pick it up, you know. Okay, let me stop this rambling, and I will see you next. Hello, I thought I'd do a quick check-in, just so I didn't forget. I didn't pick up a new book. I just don't know what to read, to be honest. I might have to choose something tomorrow morning. Because I do want to read tomorrow morning, I just don't know what yet. Sometimes having a lot of choice isn't making it easier, you know. But yeah, I did listen to my audiobook. which I'm now 30% through, and I have to say I think that's at this point my favorite of the Hercule Poirot stories, just because there are 10 cases in the book, and because of that the cases are quite small, and they are like, they haven't got the drawn out thing that all the other cases have, where you have like so many twists just to keep the story going, in my opinion, that yeah, you have so much filler in the other stories, you know? And so these cases are like really precise cases, and then you're on to the next one, and I have like 3 out of 10 cases done now. And I actually really like the audiobook, which is really, really nice, because I was afraid that I wouldn't like it because of my track record with the rest. Like, they pretty much gotten all 3 stars, which is fine, but it's not like, oh wow, good book, you know? So yeah, I'm really, really enjoying the audiobook. It's somewhat puzzling. Also, I'm still having problems. I think I might now have hurt my right wrist by falling from the dog accident. I don't know. I have some pain on my right wrist now. But yeah, I'm now gonna go to sleep because it's quite late. Well, it's quite late for me. I'm a really early riser, and I don't stay up late normally. So yeah, I will now probably go to bed because I am quite tired. It has been one hell of a day, so yeah. I will see you tomorrow morning when I will have picked up a new book to read. Good morning! It's Friday today, and I thought I'd do a quick check-in. I listened to my audiobook yesterday. I think I told you about it yesterday. But yeah, I did that, and then I picked up a new book today, which is something I wanted to pick up for a long time, but because it's such a big book, I haven't yet. And so I decided I want to read it throughout January, but as I don't really have something else to read right now, I thought why not pick it up now and start with it. And that is The Complete Fiction of H.P. Lovecraft. I wanted to read this for a long, long time. I have this really, really, really pretty edition. And yeah, I started this morning. I'm only like, I don't know, 30 pages in. So 3 stories I think I've read already, and it is really, like, really my cup of tea, you know? I really, really like the stories up until now. So I'm really happy to continue reading this. I will probably read like 1 or 2 stories a day in January, and so like make my way thoroughly through it, and then I can read the books on my TBR for the main time, you know. But yeah, that was my thought, and that I will do. And yeah, I really like it. I thought the introduction was quite nice. I never knew that he died really, well, young, but with he was 47 when he died, so yeah. And I always wondered why it was called The Complete Fiction, because I never knew that H.P. Lovecraft wrote a lot of non-fiction, and actually wrote for like different newspapers and stuff, so that was really interesting for me. But yeah, I started with that. I have to do a lot of like preparation for tomorrow today, so I will probably check in with you tonight, because I will listen to more of my audiobook tonight. But yeah, I'm now gonna go do some gaming. I have some pain in my shoulder, I think from falling yesterday, and also, can you see that? That happens when you land on concrete because a dog runs into you. It hurts, but I think I haven't broken anything, so should be good on that part. Yeah, it kind of sucks. But yeah, at least I'm over the shock of it today. I'm still angry about it, that it happened at all, but like, I'm not as shocked anymore as yesterday, so I'm kind of a little bit calmer, yeah. Yeah, that was my quick check-in for the morning, and I will see you tonight.
Is it the first time? Am I feeling okay? She nodded. You better make it the last, said Sola closely. Yes, so. It was rather marvellous. Now look here, she looked round. So that, I'm a doctor. I know what I'm talking about. Once start this drug taking racket, and you'll notice yourself in unbelievable misery. I've seen someone I know. Drugs ruin people, body and soul. Drinks a gentle little picnic of those drugs.
It is now late evening, and as you've just seen, I'm puzzling, and I'm listening to my audiobook. Whilst I do it, let me see. I'm now 66% through, so I have a third to listen to. I probably will listen to like, I don't know, half an hour more today, but not like incredibly much because my partner's coming back from his tattoo appointment and we have to take the dog out again and then I'm gonna go to bed. But yeah, I thought I'd do a quick check-in. I haven't read anything more. To be honest, I'm in a little bit of pain because of the incident yesterday. I think I fell really badly on my right side and now my shoulder's hurting a little bit, but I think it's just like bruised. But yeah, it's a little bit annoying and I can't really concentrate too much on reading a physical book because I can't take the pain medication that I would need to take because I have problems with my body and I can't take it at the moment. So yeah, it's annoying, to be honest. It's my last few days of vacation and it's, yeah. But yeah, I will read a little bit tomorrow morning, but I will also have to finish this vlog tomorrow morning because our friends are coming at like 3 tomorrow to celebrate the new year, and so I want to have the vlog ready and uploaded by then so it can go live on Sunday and I don't have to do anything on Sunday, you know, because obviously there's gonna be alcohol and I'm gonna be way too tired tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but Sunday. So yeah, I will finish the vlog tomorrow relatively early, so there probably won't be that much of a reading update. But yeah, I wanted to do another check-in. I'm actually really happy for our friends to be coming tomorrow because I'm not much of like a people person, but I have like a few people that I'm really happy to see, and even though we live in the same city, they live like, yeah, an hour away from us by train and like, I don't know, 45 minutes with a car, so it's still a pretty good direction, so we don't see each other that often. So yeah, I'm happy they're coming around. I might film a little bit of the fireworks for you and put it in that next week's vlog. But I'm not sure, to be honest, if I remember or not. Yeah, a little bit of an update from the audiobook, you know. I still think that Agatha Christie's books are really average. I don't know if I'm not the reader that would appreciate her works, but I don't know. I still think these cases are better than the longer cases, but I don't know, they're such generic, obvious cases, and I mean, it might be because she kind of like coined a lot of these cases, but I don't know, but I don't know, it's not as great as I hoped it would be, and I'm still reading more of her work just to like, I don't know, maybe it will click at some point, but to be honest, it still hasn't. So yeah, I'm kind of disappointed about that, to be honest, but yeah, probably won't finish that book this year. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to the next year, so we'll see how my reading continues next year. But yeah, just wanted to do a quick check-in, and I will probably finish the vlog off tomorrow morning, and hopefully I will have a little bit more of an update when it comes to the Lovecraft book. Also, sorry for the mattress in the background. I set up our newest air mattress that we bought just the other day to see if everything is alright with that for tomorrow. So yeah, my book room is a little bit full at the moment, which is why I'm at this really weird angle. But yeah, I wish you a good night, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Good morning. It's now Saturday 31st. I thought I'd quickly close up this vlog, just so I can finally finish the editing and upload it for tomorrow. I only did a little bit of reading. I'm 60 pages into H.P. Lovecraft, and the 3 stories I read this morning, one was like a really neutral story, which it was kind of like a little piece about like a person, but the one who wrote it was like 200 years old, so it still had like kind of a supernatural thing to it, but yeah, it was a really weird story, to be honest. The other ones were like really typical Lovecraft with really outlandish things. I don't really know how to describe it otherwise. But yeah, I'm still really enjoying it, but I didn't have a lot of time to read this morning, and I just started getting ready. And whilst I do that, I really want to finish editing, and yeah, then I have a little bit of household chores to do, and then our guests will already arrive. So yeah, I'm sorry the vlog this week was just me moaning about being in pain. It really wasn't the greatest week, to be honest, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video nonetheless, and yeah, if you liked it, maybe leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in next week's vlog, where I also will be unboxing my fairy loot, which will come today, but too late to put it in the vlog, so yeah, you can look forward to that, and I will see you next week. Bye bye!